They made.
Dude, I love that ball game,
They
though.
made a church about that app.
Shut up. Boo.
Dan, do you believe in ghosts?
Yeah, why not?
Do you?
This is the same as the Muppets bit where I'm like, hey guys, you know a thing no one cares about? And then both of you are like, actually.
So I got permission the other night from a friend of mine to share this story about her Tinder experience, right? Now, I'm sure that we have all sexted from time to time. You don't have to admit it or say anything about it, but like I'm sure that we all have some sort of experience with that. And that was what my friend was doing, all right? I know this is a strong opener to an OTA episode. We don't usually talk about stuff like this, but this is
Classy
I
episode.
promise you.
Classy season, by the way.
Off the air. This is classy off the air era. This conversation has been going for a while, and then she says, I could send you a pic of my titties if you want. And he responded with the red face panting emoji, like the horny emoji.
Oh no.
And it turned her off so abruptly that she blocked the man and like totally killed the conversation, killed the vibe for the day, all that stuff. And I'm just wondering, how do you guys feel about the use of emojis during times like that?
Oh, because, that emoji, I'm looking at it right now. That shit's fire.
I think that emoji is extremely funny. I think
there's no bad emoji.
I don't think that I could. Go ahead.
Oh, that's a great emoji. I just think there's no bad emoji as long as you're coming in from a baseline point of being like, it's funny that we're using them at all.
Exactly. I think that's the key.
Here's the thing. They were not using the emojis in the conversation before. She said, do you want to see? And that's the only thing he responded with. Like,
that's
no
the best way to
words.
use them, though. You don't want to use them in a sentence. You don't want to be like, hey guys, what's up? Question mark, crazy face. You don't want to do that, or else I'll beat the piss out of you. You want to just be like, who up? And then 20 seconds later, post like the face. It's like, oh, you know the one. Let me see what it's called on Discord. One. Oh, it was actually, you post Discord scream cat after that. After no one responds within like 20 seconds.
Discord screen cat? What is that?
No, you do this one.
Oh, yeah. Flushed. Yeah.
Yeah, Flushed. Flushed Away, my favorite film.
I love Flushed Away. It's so good.
No, you don't.
I do.
I actually unironically do have fond memories of the movie.
Shut the fuck up.
I also know that I was a child when that came out, so
we had a pirated copy of Flushed Away, like someone's advanced screener that got copied, and I know because in the bottom corner of the movie there's a blurred rectangle where what screener copy it is was printed.
That's really funny.
But somehow we got a copy of it. Yeah, I don't know, man. I have a lot of good feelings toward Flushed Away.
I fucking hate this. This is the same as the Muppets bit where I'm like, hey guys, you know a thing no one cares about? And then both of you are like, actually, yeah, I love that thing. And I'm like, no, I was joking.
Suffer.
I mean, I get that Flushed Away isn't good, right? But like...
Yeah.
I'm going to be 100% honest with you. I know absolutely fucking zero things about Flushed Away, except for that the main character looks like if Pete Davidson was in a movie about being a waiter.
What?
That is the only thing I know about Flushed Away.
What? I don't think he looks like Pete Davidson at all.
Are you
Absolutely he does in my mind. I haven't seen this man in over a decade. Let me see. First of all, he's wearing a tuxedo.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wait, what the fuck? This movie looks so ass.
I mean,
meet Sid. I'm sorry. Woo!
I forgot. I never realized that was Hugh Jackman that plays.
Why'd you say Hugh Jackman?
Yeah, meet Sid.
That's Sid, all right.
Meet Sid.
I didn't realize that Hugh Jackman played Roddy.
Mm-hmm.
Who the fuck is Roddy?
He's the main character.
Roddy Rich?
The actual main character. This is like Sid is a psych out main character. He's there for like 5 minutes and then dips.
Who's Sid?
The one that you just put the picture
him.
of. Yeah, you just met him.
Oh yeah, meet Sid.
Yeah.
What about meet Spike and Whitley?
Yeah,
I love Spike and Whitley.
I think it's Whitey.
Shut
actually,
up.
I actually think it's Whitey.
Shut the fuck up.
Whitey.
According to the internet, it's Whitey.
I love Whitey.
Which is I also love Spike and Whitey, unironically. Also,
See,
how is the Toad Ian McKellen? What is this? Hold on. What the fuck is this cast?
It's a star-studded cast.
Why?
No, so here's the reason I love this movie.
Why?
Is because I love I love like what's his name? Wallace and Gromit.
Aardman, you
And-
like Aardman animations?
Sure. I was specifically saying Wallace and Gromit though, because these guys' faces are just Wallace and Gromit with a rat nose. And I love that. But yeah, Aardman.
It's 'cause
I,
it's the
I
same-
do
it's the
yes,
same
I know
studio,
it's Aardman.
yes.
I know. I'm aware.
Okay, I was like, yeah, that is correct because it's the same. It's the same company. It's like how DreamWorks characters all have the same face, or all have the same smile, rather.
Yeah, that sucks. This thing that I like about one
Meet
group,
Sid.
I hate about the other one.
I'm not gonna touch
Meet
that one.
Le Frog.
Le Frog. Man, they really just had like
Shut up.
a whole thing rolled out for this.
Dude, here's the thing. I remember this movie
So
being
mad.
like people were excited for this movie.
No one was excited for this movie.
I don't
You're
think that that's
Maybe
true.
the Dweeb Patrol.
Are you a Chicken Run hater, Jackson?
I'm a Chicken Run neutraler. I was just
that's
wasn't
actually
homeschooled.
worse. I'm gonna be honest. I think being neutral on Chicken Run is weirder than having negative opinions on it.
No,
Michelle
I would rather people
Michelle
were
hate-
neutral.
Michelle hates it because she can't stand the animation makes her deeply uncomfortable. Which you know what, it's fine.
No,
I don't. She doesn't like claymation. I get it. Whatever.
canceled.
I mean, yes, but not
I think
for that.
Chicken Run is probably fine. I know nothing about Chicken Run other than like the chickens.
I mean,
Like I don't fucking nothing about Chicken
I literally
Run.
had to sit here for a full 10 seconds and process that.
I wasn't homeschooled. I feel like that's a homeschooled thing.
I'm really curious to see what
You're gonna say I'm crazy, but I think it is.
I will say. It is fascinating to me how often I run into things that are just homeschool, like the homeschool experience.
The Muppets, that's a homeschooled thing.
I don't think the Muppets are a homeschool thing.
don't think they
the
are.
Muppets are
They
a
are.
No. I think the Muppets are like a Gen X thing. You know, like
No, I don't.
I know a
Maybe.
lot of people who are into the Muppets, and it's all people who are old enough to have their parents show them the show live or something in that ballpark. It's not a lot of younger people like the Muppets, but it's always like a parent showed it to them situation. And yeah, there's a big overlap with homeschool people. I'm not going to pretend there's not, but
Mhm.
like I don't know, man. I know
And maybe
a lot
it just
of
has something to do with like
non-homeschoolers.
spending time with your parents, which like I have never done. So
I mean, that actually might be it. Not like that actually might genuinely be part of it. It might just be hey, did you watch TV with your folks growing up?
That's why I watch The Simpsons.
Yeah, I mean, that's why I got into Doctor Who for the longest time.
my parents don't really watch TV. They watch like survival Alaska type shows now,
That's
but
fun.
that's pretty much the extent of it.
Was that not fun?
I mean, I don't know. They didn't start till I was like 20, so
Interesting. I would
yeah.
not
I feel
have-
like I have a pretty like all of my pop culture knowledge, which I think is fairly vast, is more towards like I guess things that aren't made for younger audiences.
Mm-hmm.
Because I was never really exposed to things made for younger audiences.
I mean, in fairness, you
Like, I
did
didn't
watch
really watch kids'
Alien at a
shows.
very young age.
It is the first movie I remember watching, but not like I didn't watch it. I just like walked in when it was playing.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, I feel like I didn't watch shows that were for kids after I was like 5,
Fair enough, I suppose.
except like the occasional like cartoon and stuff,
Mm-hmm.
and like anime.
I was about to say anime,
But,
but I
like-
felt like that was too mean, so I'm glad you said it first.
No, I mean, but that's the thing. It's not like necessarily directed for kids though, and that was part of the problem with it. Is like my parents were like, probably fine.
It's cartoon for
They
kids.
were wrong.
Mhm.
Well, I think it's because they didn't have a lot of like media literacy on children's media in general. So like they're like, I guess do whatever.
That's wild. I can't imagine. Well, you know what? No, you know what? I take that back. I was gonna say I can't imagine being like that. But in the future, when all media is piped into some VR set and I'm not like seeing it, I know I'm not gonna keep up with shit. You know?
Just get VR, old man.
Nah.
Yeah, I feel like I mean, I think I don't like blame my parents for not like keeping up with it, but my parents aren't like media people.
Mm-hmm. No, that's what I'm saying. Is like I know like I'm not gonna ever be able to keep up with everything, so I'm trying to not be that guy, you know. So it's like, yeah, that makes sense.
I also feel like you might be giving my parents too much credit, thinking they were ever caught up with something.
No.
Like, and that's not like a diss. It's just that like my dad, while he is amazing, is like literally a hillbilly from a long line of hillbillies.
Gotta love long lines of hillbillies.
So it's- Like, you know, like central Pennsylvania, like cornmeal for everything, like type. Like my fucking like 90-year-old grandmother doesn't wear shoes or socks unless like it's required because of the building.
Really?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
That's special. That's different.
But also, I would rather die than wear shoes or socks. Pretty much ever. That is like something in my DNA I can't escape. I hate it. Which I didn't know was weird until like probably almost like older adolescence.
Hmm.
What are your thoughts?
I don't know.
On wearing shoes as a concept?
I like shoes.
No, of not liking shoes or of people being like, I don't like shoes.
Man.
Shoes are something I enjoy a lot. I like the fashion statement of different shoes. You know, like I find a lot of enjoyment out of shoes in that way. I don't know. I don't want to go anywhere barefoot.
Yeah, no, shit's gross.
Like, I'm not going to walk around in a Walmart without shoes on.
Oh, I would 100% if they'd let me.
Ew.
Really?
Hey, what are you stepping on in Walmart? Dirt? Yeah, you're probably
okay.
doing that all the time
Okay.
anyway.
No, because I'm wearing shoes.
Yeah, but you're doing it.
I get where you're coming from, but also like,
Ew.
it's just what if I
Wait,
have
so
to
if
go
you
to
guys
the
like walk the
bathroom?
dog, you would wear shoes?
I literally walk my dog all the time wearing shoes, yes. Because there's dog
Now,
shit
What,
all
what if
over.
you like are going out to your car to grab something?
I'm 100% wearing shoes. My car is in a parking garage.
Then you don't have to go outside.
Parking garages are dirty though. I'll give him that.
So is the planet.
Yeah, like I have gone outside without wearing shoes. Like I'll walk down
Of
on
course,
the sidewalk.
Yeah, we all have.
When Dave and Brian were visiting, shout out Dave and Brian. I showed them the factory / warehouse that's right next to my house that I would love to buy if I had a spare $140,000. You know, but like
God, that really is so little money.
it's so little.
Is it for sale?
Yeah, you wanna buy it and turn it into a house?
I mean,
with me?
they're definitely not taking only cash offers on it.
But they
mean,
might.
But
If
they
you go
might.
there.
Regardless.
Anyway, though, yeah, like I walked down there without shoes on, but like, Dan, you haven't been to my house. My sidewalk sucks. Like specifically
get
the
that.
spot in front of my house. I don't know what what the people there did to it that didn't happen to every other like block of sidewalk on the street, but it is worn down to the pebbles in the cement and it is
Blech.
painful to walk on.
You know,
It's not after a while of not wearing shoes.
I believe that because then you
I
don't
believe
feel
that.
things anymore.
but that just means that
No,
you're
you just
stepping
get
on.
calluses on your feet.
Yeah, you don't feel
Like, are
things
your guys'
anymore.
feet not like calloused?
No,
No,
not
not at all.
excessively.
That's really weird.
I wear shoes.
Here, I
To
wear
me.
shoes. Yeah.
I also
Here, that's the
actively
thing.
use like a pumice stone on my feet.
Ooh.
Do you wear socks
Yes.
100%. I will never wear.
inside the house?
Yes.
No.
a lot
get
of the
too
time,
hot.
Yes.
Even in the winter when I'm like socks would objectively help me keep warm enough, I do not wear socks inside.
Hell yeah.
So I have taken. So I got out of bed to come and record. Full disclosure. I took my socks off because I was in
He's
bed,
butt ass naked right now, is from
I
what I'm
am-
hearing.
ass naked. No, but I'm not wearing socks.
I could be.
I'm not wearing socks. I can't feel my toes right now.
Okay.
It is the middle of summer. It is 90 degrees outside. It is 80 degrees in my house. I can't feel my toes. I have to wear socks 100% of the time. That's how cold my body gets. It's ridiculous.
I'm going to keep it real with you, Chief. And you guys are going to hate this.
Go for it. What you got?
I don't wear socks or shoes outside in the winter.
That's fine. I actually think, you know what? Somehow, truthfully, that would be less gross to me than it would be to walk. Like walking on snow in bare feet is less, like, bothers me a lot less than walking in like dirt and grass and sidewalk. In bare feet.
Dirt and grass are like
Under the
not
snow.
gross.
Under the snow. Yeah. They
Yeah,
can
but
be
on
though.
the
Jackson,
No.
Jackson, my apartment. I've stepped in so much dog shit in my apartment complex, like in like the grass outside my apartment. I'm not gonna go.
do not look.
Sure, but it still happens. Like if my options are stare at the ground for every step I take or look around at the sights.
You kind of get like a sense. You do like a sweep, and then you reassess as you go.
Okay,
But,
well,
like,
look at this guy over here, able to remember things for
Were
longer
there
than a
not
second.
were there not to be dog poop? Dirt isn't gross, and even with dog poop, just avoid it.
I will admit, I think that there is a time and place for just walking around outside in bare feet. I do. There's like a instinctive. Nah, that sounds nice.
Now that I don't have a
Um,
dog,
yeah.
or not, I don't have a dog. Now that my upstairs
I
neighbor
don't have a
doesn't have a dog, I'll walk in my yard with bare feet. But when my neighbor's dog was back there, she didn't always pick it up, so I did not do that.
I think that's reasonable.
Yeah, I guess I'm just not really that phased by it, but that might just be me.
I have a very
being a
vivid
creature.
memory of going to the vet and the vet talking about how you can get worms by walking around with your bare feet in the dirt.
Oh yeah, I remember those. I remember those conversations.
Yeah, that
I mean-
definitely hurt. Like, that definitely scared the shit out of me.
I think if you eat spicy enough food, the worms probably don't stick around.
That could be
Such a
true.
That's that is a take.
Also, if I've got worms, I'm doing pretty well because like they're not making me thin.
Oh, okay.
I was so confused.
That's
for
what
a
I'm saying.
second
I'm
what
like,
the
you know, the
fuck you
worms
meant.
aren't not getting like, you know, not wasting away. I'm not doing the tapeworm diet.
Tapeworm diet.
Don't do that. I just like dirt, and it makes me sad that like
So many people hate
dirty
dirt.
and soiled are both words for things that are like gross, but I don't think dirt or soil is gross.
I mean, more power to you. I don't know, man. I don't care for dirt.
Yeah, I also don't care for dirt.
I like I don't know. I enjoy digging.
I love digging.
I do
I'm a
like
man,
digging.
and as such, I love digging a hole.
Yeah, I do.
It's
I love that that's
great.
become a meme on TikTok, but it is also 100% factual.
Yeah, it's definitely
I've
a
dug
thing.
quite a bit in my day.
Yeah, same.
I love digging. Digging
You
is
could go dig a
always
hole
good.
right now.
I
Speaking of digging a hole,
oh
Oh,
do you think grave diggers are still a thing, or is it just like we got an excavator?
okay, but wouldn't the person operating the excavator be still a gravedigger?
I mean, I guess, but I guess the question is like grave diggers, like a crew, or is it just like kind of a you know? Although, would you want to bring an excavator into a cemetery, or is that a little noisy?
no, they definitely bring excavators into cemeteries.
They probably have
Okay.
one on site.
Probably they got they used to have a whole house where people lived. Sure they can make a little barn space.
Yep.
Or just put it in the weather, tarp on it if it's really bad out. But
No, they definitely have like storage.
fun
systems
fact about
for it.
excavators: if you ever see one, you can probably get in it, and the key's almost certainly in there.
That is correct. That is a true fact. I
I've only checked to see if that's true once. I didn't turn it on,
But the keys were in there, weren't
but
they?
the key was in there.
Yep. I have checked. Exactly the same. I've checked, but every time I've checked, it's always been there.
But like, what am I gonna do? Turn on an excavator and operate it?
Yeah. Or no.
I don't really feel the need to do that. Cause like best case scenario, I just like sit around for a minute, and worst case scenario, I like hurt someone or break an expensive machine or like do damage to like a project that's already taking too long.
That's a lot.
That is a lot.
I don't know if I
Also-
could put up with
Yeah.
that kind of responsibility, ruining that much stuff.
Yeah, I don't really exactly like, and for what the joy of operating an excavator, I'm sure you could get a job as a contractor if you really want to operate an excavator.
I want to operate an excavator without the responsibility of having to operate the excavator, though. Like that's the thing.
You can never do that though.
I want all of the joy of operating a heavy piece of machinery with none of the consequences if I fuck up.
It is clear to me that you are not forklift certified because you would understand that no matter whether or not you get any kind of like corporal punishment for your fuck up, the mistakes you make when operating power equipment will have repercussions.
Yeah, it's fine.
For the rest of your life.
I can deal with repercussions.
Probably.
I think that you guys are misunderstanding that I don't really care if I break something. I care a lot more about like having to pay for it after the fact, like financially having cost put onto me for my crimes.
Dan's
like
just,
I care.
Wait, so if
Dan's
you just went to
the I'll never
someone's
financially
excavator,
recover from this meme, but in real
Yeah,
life.
kind of. But also,
wait,
yeah,
if you went to like a dig site and you like broke into an excavator and then you like fucked it up, you would just leave.
yeah. What?
You wouldn't like try and fix it real quick.
Hell no! I'm gone. I'm wiping that shit for prints and I'm out the door.
Then why would you operate the excavator if you're not gonna try and take responsibility for it?
Because I wanted to operate and have fun with the excavator. What?
Then you gotta take the responsibility.
I don't have to do anything.
This is why you're not forklift
This is-
certified, Dan.
That's true.
That's what I'm saying.
Listen, I know where I stand.
You take like a forklift class. Like if you don't have a job, like you're not like getting it for work. You're just like, I think I'll go get like a forklift certification.
I
I'm
think
sure
that would be
there's
fun.
like some kind of program.
There has to be, right?
I mean, you can technically get like your CDL and then never drive a truck in your life. You can just go to school for it.
You know,
Real quick and just be like,
modern CDLs
I'll take these lessons.
are not cleared for manual transmission trucks. Most
really?
most modern CDLs, yeah, most modern CDLs are for automatic trucks only. I found this out from our truck driver the other day. And then when someone
Well,
tried to
can
be
you-
like,
can you get one?
you could, yeah. And when someone tried to be all
Oh, you
like,
have to get like a.
oh well, I bet it was better back in the old days, huh? When you drove a real truck and the guy's like, hell no. That was fucking up my shoulder and my knee, something awful. And he's happy to have an automatic truck.
Yeah, honestly, like if you have, like, I get that like a manual transmission, there are benefits to it. You know, like you experience like usually it has a longer lifespan if you're using it correctly.
Yeah.
But if you're not, you're just gonna fucking ruin it faster than you would an automatic anyway.
Yeah.
And like also an automatic transmission is just nice. It's just nice to have.
Mm-hmm.
And especially on like a semi, them motherfuckers got like 18 gears.
Oh yeah.
You be in gear like 14, like going up to 15, fuck it up a little bit, and your truck's screwed over forever. Automatic transmission, you just.
Yeah, honestly,
trucks.
The number of gears a truck has is actually frightening.
Yeah, the amount of genuine power that every single individual trucker actually has is insane.
Mm-hmm.
Like, no one wants to think about the fact that, like, if you really didn't want to, if you're a semi driver, you don't have to get pulled over. They can't do shit about it.
Yeah, like you might lose your
stop
job,
your car.
But like,
you'll get in trouble. I mean, you should pull over. But like, if a semi driver was like, you know what I'm gonna do, just keep going and plow over as many cars as they want, they could, and that's like, they got a lot of power. So I nothing but respect for the truckers out there that are being cool about it.
As our old friend C.W. McCall said,
who?
I don't know. Convoy.
Wow.
That's what that song's all about. The song's all about
supporting the racist trucker convoy?
Yeah, 100%. Why not?
Whoa, bad take, Dan. Bad take.
Why not?
Wait, hold on. Wait,
do you need to know why not?
Wait, is that song racist?
No, I'm talking about the Canadian racist trucker convoy, not
that
convoy.
One. Oh, I'm talking about the song.
I don't even know the song.
The song is called Convoy. It's literally about.
I figure that.
It's literally about a bunch of boys in a.
Are you about to say in a convoy?
In a convoy, ignoring the cops.
Oh yeah, I mean that's kind of like the same thing though. That's like the idea behind biker gangs. Like, what are they gonna do? Pull 46 people over at once?
And if you believe TV shows, that yeah, they're ever actually gonna try.
Yeah, exactly.
I think that's probably my favorite thing from Sons of Anarchy is when there's like 10 of them going, and they're like, "Oh damn, the cops are trying to pull us over. All 10 of us need to pull over right now." And it's like, guys, don't lie to me. There's a lot of fake shit in this show, but that's some really fake shit.
Yeah, because the cop would. I mean, the reality is there's probably going to be like a designated fall guy or a guy who's clean who's going to pull over, and then everyone else is going to drive away because what are you going to do?
Yeah. Have I talked about the street racers outside my apartment?
No.
No, but that goes hard.
No.
Base?
First of all, it does. Always. But they drive. My area is I let me try this again. Hold on. I live in an apartment complex that is inside of a business park. It's like right on the edge of it. And obviously, in the middle of the fucking night, nobody is working in the business park. So therefore, and it's a loop. So it's a common place for people to race.
That's very nice of them, honestly. That's like the way to do it.
Oh, 100. No, like lowest key, what's that quote? I absolutely support street racers, and then but that's dangerous, and the answer is always no. That's street crashing, which is a very different thing. Street races are cool. Street people.
That's funny.
People
but boo.
Have you never heard that? It's a quote.
I do like that. It's good.
It's good. It
I like
really
the tuna here.
It really does kind of sum up how I feel about it, right? Like if you're being smart and relatively like you can be dumb and still relatively safe, at least for the people around you, right? Like you're not going to hurt somebody else, realistically.
Bullshit, asshole. No one likes the tuna here.
Yeah, I don't know what this bit is.
So true.
But yeah, so
fuck you. It's from the street racing franchise that everyone loves.
So
the Fast and the Furious.
So my point being, I had friends in town at one point. And they were at a hotel, which is like at the entrance to like this whole area, whatever. It's right off the interstate. And across the street, and I had driven past at other points since then. I have seen this same thing happen. There was so on the other side of the street, there's like this little motel. On this side of the street is the parking lot for the hotel. And on the opposite side of the street was a line of maybe 12 to 15 like cars just sitting there revving their engines, idling essentially. And on this side of the street was a line of maybe 7 cops, also sitting, idling, revving their engines. And literally just a standoff waiting to see who would be the first 6 people essentially to drive out of that parking lot. Because whoever the first 6 were, the cops were going to chase them.
I've also seen The Fast and the Furious.
I've seen 1 Fast and Furious. 2. I have 2. I've seen 2 of them.
Is it the first 2?
No, it's the third one.
Yeah, it was actually. Because I think that is actually the third one, right? Double checking.
Tokyo Drift is the one you're thinking of.
Yep, Tokyo Drift is the third one. That's the one I saw. I saw that in 1. That's it. Because
I don't even remember which one they do it in. I think it might be the second one, but they do that like exact stunt where there's like 40 cops out there, and they're like, we got like 45 cars.
That's amazing.
Oh yeah, when they're trying to get away.
Like it's one of those things where you're like, that's fucking stupid, and like it's dumb. There's no way they're gonna get like 40 cars organized driving out of a garage. Like that's just unreal, and the cops would probably just like barricade it or set up spike traps or something. And like but when you watch it, the way that they like effectively drive 80 cars at the same time on a set while filming it all and get like impressive driving out of everyone involved is really cool.
That is rad. I need to watch the rest of the Fast and Furious movies. Maybe I should do that I should just sit with some friends and like do it as a marathon.
It's one of those things where I think the biggest selling point outside of the fact that they're just batshit crazy is like, if you're a fan of practical effects in movies, they're really, really good. Like there's a lot of genuinely talented like practical drivers out there who are doing really impressive live stunts.
Yeah, I would definitely agree with that.
And like the cinematography that goes in behind it, I mean, capturing those moments, it's pretty sick.
Yeah, I've seen some of the rigs they used to shoot those, and it's insane.
Dan, do you believe in ghosts?
Yeah, why not?
Do you?
No, do you believe in ghosts?
No.
Do you believe in ghost stories?
I do, actually.
Because you're in one.
Oh, good, because you better start believing in ghost stories. Because you're in one.
Thanks, Jackson.
So, Noah, you're saying no ghosts?
Yeah, I don't know why. I've just never really believed in ghosts. Well, I do know why.
I'm a no ghost head.
I do feel like
100%.
I do feel like this begs the question that I feel like always comes up because no, you're bringing up Christian upbringing. I feel like there's.
Are you about to say something about the Holy Ghost? Because that doesn't count.
No.
Or demons?
No, I was actually going to bring up demons though.
I knew it.
Yeah, no, I agree. It's the big plot hole, and everyone's like, "Oh my God, there's no such thing as ghosts, but there are such things as demons, and extraterrestrials are also just demons."
That's rad.
So true.
I can't believe that E.T. was a demon.
It's so true.
Probably.
Actually, no.
And he,
E.T.
like,
is
literally
a globalist conspiracy to make us not afraid of aliens.
I don't think E.T. is a conspiracy. I think it's a movie about a guy.
Propaganda.
He's just a little guy.
Propaganda by the so-called tolerant left.
I do love that there's like
he's not a theory, just a guy.
There's a low stakes conspiracy floating around that like the whole reason that like we had a couple years ago I think it was a couple of years ago now. We had the Pentagon release a bunch of like UFO reports or whatever, and then during Trump's presidency, he made Space Force, and I love the low stakes conspiracy that it's because we actually have finally found something, and everyone's low key freaking out about it.
Yeah, that's
10 out of 10. 10 out of 10.
I'm not much of an aliens guy. But lately, I felt like maybe I should just become like a ghost guy. I don't believe in ghosts, but like I kind of wanna.
I think that it's one of those things where I firmly like. Okay, so to like kind of clarify my position on ghosts, right? I don't know that I believe in ghosts as in the spirits of the dead, because I think that's weird. And like, if I were dead, am I really gonna bother haunting somebody? No, that's so much fucking work. Fuck
Are you
off.
sure you wouldn't do that?
Yeah, I would not haunt somebody, dude. I would spend the entirety of eternity watching movies and experiencing content in varying.
Do you know that that's an option? Because I don't think it is.
I would spend eternity shitting.
Dude,
and farting
at the same time.
Maybe. Who knows? I'm a ghost now.
Well, that's the thing, Noah, right? Like, what? It doesn't make any sense for you to be trapped there. That's ridiculous. Like, you go be a ghost.
Doesn't make any sense for you to exist.
Things. Well, sure, that's fine.
I'm very happily in the camp of just gone.
I feel like ghosts. If there's like two options, like they're either not real or they are real, but they can't do shit.
I think that, well, here's my third thing. Here's where this is like where I personally land. Is I'm very much like, if there are spirits of the dead wandering around, yeah, they can't do anything. There literally is nothing they can do. However, like, as much as there's scientific explanations, blah, 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 weird shit just happens sometimes. And like, I think it's more fun and it's a more interesting world to live in, thinking that there are things that there are paranormal things that we cannot see or engage with.
Yeah, I get that.
Like,
while I kind of agree, I also think that like sometimes we convince ourselves that weird things sometimes happen instead of trying to understand the like machinations that make up the things that happen in general.
I think it's fair, and I think it's important to be like, yeah, my bedroom, the air pressure flow and like the way the house is laid out in my apartment is weird, and so doors will open and close randomly. Like sometimes they'll close themselves slowly, sometimes they'll slam shut. It happens. I understand it's either the doors have been improperly set up or the air pressure is just fucking weird. Both are equally valid to me. However, it's more fun to be like, maybe it's just ghosts.
Yeah, but why? What if I died? What am I gonna be like? Hey, I'm gonna go to this like an apartment complex and shut a door.
I mean, you don't know. You're a ghost, like Noah said.
See,
maybe that's all you can do.
That's like my biggest ghost beef that I got is the Winchester Mansion.
Winchester Mansion. Okay.
It's fucking stupid, right?
A house made to confuse ghosts. Yes.
Not only that, but the fact that they're like Sarah Winchester, I think is her name.
Yep, I'm looking at it.
I'm like, oh, that I didn't actually think about it. It just like came out that way, so I feel like it's got to be right.
Wait, no, it's Sarah Winchester.
Sarah Winchester. Yeah, they were like, she built the house because she was being haunted by the spirits of the people who were killed by the Winchester rifle. No, because let me tell you something, Noah.
Mm-hmm.
If you and I are hanging out and you pull out a Winchester rifle and shoot me in the head, you know who I'm mad at?
Winchester
not the daughter of the gun's inventor.
I was so sure.
And not the daughter of the guy who made the gun. I'm mad at you because you shot me in the head.
Yeah.
And it's like, who's like, oh, I got murdered. Well, I guess I better go find the house of the person who is the descendant of the individual that invented the patent for the gun and make her build a weird room.
I'm glad we're on the same page.
I would just simply be
do.
mean to the person that shot me.
I think you're being sarcastic. Now, maybe you wouldn't go after the owner of the Winchester rifle fortune like I would.
I wouldn't. No, I wouldn't.
Damn, rip, I guess. Not as basic as
If that
me.
was the case, then you know how many like dead slaves would be like going after the headquarters of Nestle?
Yeah.
That is fair.
Exactly.
I mean, or maybe the rich can just afford to hire people to keep the ghosts at bay. You don't know.
I mean, maybe.
So
maybe
true.
But imagine if you're like an exorcist and you're like, I gotta keep the ghosts at bay, and the ghosts are like, by the way, we're mad because we were wrongfully murdered due to like this awful situation. And every exorcist is gonna be like, yep, I'm still gonna do my job. If you heard it firsthand, you'd be like, oh shit. And all I have to do is pretend I got rid of you.
Damn, that's crazy.
I feel like if you commune with the dead, you gotta have at least a little bit of empathy, right?
I had never heard of the Winchester Mansion before.
Really?
Yeah, it's like a...
No, this is
Yeah, it's like a bonkers mansion that, like, the rumor was that she kept building constantly because when she stopped building, she would die. That's not actually, that didn't really happen. There was, like, multiple breaks in construction over the years. But yeah, she just was, like, this crazy older lady, and she just had a lot of money and built a really crazy house.
God, this thing
that was
is
all
huge.
sorts of wacky.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah,
they made a movie
and
about
it's, like,
it
super
recently.
mismatched.
Well, it's not even just
they did?
according to Wikipedia. It's not even just that. Yeah, it's called Winchester, 2018.
Huh.
Winchester, the house that ghosts built. Okay. Anyway,
But yeah, I always find that like kind of annoying. Like if if you got shot in the head by the Union Army and you're a Confederate soldier, who would be like, you know what I gotta do? I gotta get out to California and be mean to an old lady.
Me. So me. Based.
I just like, same with like whenever you hear any kind of ghost story, they're like, this guy came in here with a knife and killed 4 people and they never found out who it was. He got away. Some say his ghost haunts these halls. Why? He died and was like, remember that time I stabbed 4 people? I'm gonna go back into that room.
Wow. 161 rooms, 40 bedrooms,
Yeah.
2 ballrooms, 1 completed and 1 unfinished, 47 fireplaces, 17 chimneys with evidence of 2 others, 2 basement levels, 7 floors, and 3 elevators.
Yeah, we got evidence of a chimney back here.
Well, so apparently there was an earthquake in, where was it? 1906 and 1989. And repairs also required, like, some things to be replaced or not used anymore. So it's only 4 stories now, and a bunch of, like, staircases just go to nothing.
Oh, yeah.
built without any master building plan. She basically just was like, I want this room here.
Yeah.
And had like the money to do it.
This woman,
contractors were like, oh,
this
yeah.
woman built a mansion in the same way I fucking play Minecraft.
Mm-hmm.
Like, she just full on was like, nah, I feel like this room here would be great. That's rad. I love this.
I can't believe you'd never heard of it before. It seems like something that's like right up your alley.
It should be. I love this kind of thing. Weird architecture, crazy dead people. This is my shit. What?
I mean, honestly, I feel like it was one of those things where, like, let's say I'm the foreman of like the contractor that's doing a lot of work on this house, and she's like, because she was the one who was saying that the ghost, like, she was very like,
yeah, she believed the ghost. Yeah,
she was very paranoid about like the spirits and whatnot. And if she came to me and I'm like the foreman of a contracting company, and she's like, I think there's ghosts telling me I have to build forever, I'd be like, oh yeah, they probably said that.
The number of times
like,
I've
you
heard
had to
that,
keep
you know,
going.
it's when you're in the business as long as
that makes
me.
a lot of sense. That makes a lot of sense. Incredibly rich woman. I think they do want you to have contractors working on the house forever. Like, just like, I feel like that's probably what happened. And you know, the way that rich people are, they love people that are like, yes, do that for sure. I agree with you. So like, and the money was nothing to her. So yeah.
Yeah, she owned the Winchester rifle patents.
Yeah, a little vindication for her, a little infinite contract work for some guy and his crew. Yeah, you know.
So on the subject of why would a ghost be there, I watched a movie a little while ago that actually had a really fun take on what hauntings were. And its thing was that hauntings were like echoes of the past and future, not like actual hauntings.
Ooh.
So the spoiler alert for the movie I can't remember the name of, but the point of the movie ended up being that all the ghosts she kept seeing, and when she got like pulled around through the house or stuff like that, it was all her from the future echoing back into the past and stuff like that. It was not the past projecting into the future.
Wild.
So that was kind of a cool take on that, but also on the subject of why would Ghost come back to a spot that he killed some people and got away with it. On that front, a lot of people think that ghosts are like an energy imprint of like a significant event. So even if it's not like the actual being itself as a ghost, it would be the energy that the event left, just mirroring what had happened before, but to new people now.
Yeah, but if it's that, then ghosts aren't real.
Yeah.
So then, like, I don't know, just get like a better like stopper for your door, and then you're set forever.
Yeah,
that's way less fun though.
That's true.
See, that's the thing. I don't want to be like no fun about it. I want to go see a ghost.
I would also love to go see a ghost.
We should go to Gettysburg.
Oh, I love Gettysburg.
I've never been. I heard about the address.
Yeah, me too. So 1-1 Gettysburg.
You've never been, or you love
I've been twice, I think. I want to say twice. I'm trying to remember why I've been.
I have a friend that's a Civil War reenactor.
Oh, that's rad.
And I really want to go to Gettysburg and just like borrow like some of his Civil War get up and just like
be spooky.
LARP it.
Let's go. I mean, at that point, couldn't you just go to like what is it called? What Williamsburg? Is it Williamsburg I'm thinking of? Where like
that's like they do like a lot of LARPing.
They do it. They basically
colonial LARPing.
Yeah, they do colonial LARPing. You could just go and be like, "Hey, I want a colonial LARP for a couple of days," and they'd be like, "Yeah, sure."
I don't really wanna.
I'd be down. I think it'd be really fun.
I mean, I'm sure there's tons of Civil War reenactors that go to Gettysburg. It's got to be like 100%. A mecca for them.
Yeah.
So like, I feel like you wouldn't even be like that out of it if you were wearing like a Union coat.
Yeah, 100%.
It would be very normal, actually. I mean, the only problem with going to Gettysburg is like we kind of stomped them at that one.
We did.
So like most of the dead people are like the ones that were like
the bad ones
on the side that was super racist.
Yeah.
So like it almost like it'd almost be better to go to one of the battles the Union got fucked in, you know? Deal with people who are like, you know, yeah, they may be angry ghosts, but they're not angry at you. Your guys are angry at the same people. You can like bond with them.
I think some of the issue though that I have with Gettysburg, especially with ghost shit, is that a lot of it feels really like not predatory, I guess might be the word I'm looking for. It poor taste, a lot of it.
You know, I think that.
Pretty much every ghost tour is poor taste.
There's
probably some exceptions, but
Yeah.
I think a lot of times if it's like, come into this house,
Okay.
6 people were killed here brutally.
But see,
You're like,
there's a part of me that doesn't care as much about 6 people were killed brutally as much as the bloodiest battle of the Civil War come and gawk at our ghosts. I don't. It's
I mean, I feel
probably
like
a
it's not the
scale
only
thing,
reason
right?
people are there. Yeah,
What,
I
for
think it's really
Gettysburg?
like the entire city is kind of
Oh,
like it's an attraction.
oh yeah. I mean, I went there.
Um,
We went through like 3 or 4 different museums, and I had a
and
blast.
wait, you got. Does everyone go to Gettysburg? Am I weird for not having
The
gone?
homeschool.
Or is it a
never been?
homeschool thing?
That's a home. No, that's a homeschool thing. Actually, I actually think that might be a homeschool
I
thing.
don't even.
Yeah, we
I
went.
think the only person I know who's ever gone is like my Civil War reenactor friend, and that like when he went, I was like, yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, we went as a field trip kind of situation. It was a family vacation that also counted as a field trip.
Yep, same.
So it is a homeschool thing.
Yeah, no,
Yeah,
that
no,
one I'll
yeah,
give
I'm
you.
willing
That
to
one was
admit
probably
that.
a homeschool thing.
Yeah, no, I mean it's the same state.
Yeah,
It's 5 hours. That's not that far. There's a Pizza Hut.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
be very cool. I'd be down.
OTA goes to Gettysburg.
I
OTA Ghost Hunt Gettysburg.
personally, I would rather do Williamsburg. If you're okay, if this is not a hey, it has to be Gettysburg specifically. One, because I've been. 2, because I know for a fact that they have not only a ghost tour, they have a midnight ghost tour or
We're gonna
late
buy
night
out the
ghost
whole
tour.
midnight ghost tour and then rig up everyone with
What happened at
microphones.
Williamsburg?
I mean, they're ghosts.
Yeah, but what happened? Like, was it like a big battle?
Look,
Did like 6,000-7,000 people die at once?
let's see. Haunted Williamsburg.
Gettysburg Foursquare Church. Foursquare Church. They made a church about that ball game. Damn.
They made.
Dude, I love that
they
ball
made,
game,
They
though.
made a church about that app.
Shut up. Boo.
How is that? Fuck you. How's that any worse?
No, yeah, no,
Low-hanging
Noah's
fruit.
right.
Boo.
What? Okay, whatever.
Not even low-hanging fruit. Just you referenced the app Foursquare. Boo.
Gettysburg is a lot smaller than I thought it would. Gettysburg Eddie's. What is this place?
Gettysburg.
Casual American restaurant and sports bar dedicated to local baseball Hall of Famer Edward Plank.
That's the guy from fucking Ed, Ed, and Eddie.
Yeah.
He went to the Baseball Hall of Fame and then died.
Yeah.
And is a ghost.
You didn't hear about that? Yeah, he's dead as hell, apparently.
Is he okay?
Yeah, probably.
Yo,
I'm
Alright,
kind of
good.
creeping
Yo,
on some of
hold
the various
on.
restaurants. Foursquare Beer Company? Damn.
real quick.
Mm-hmm.
Colonial.
Isn't there like a go off?
Colonial, because I'm looking at Williamsburg while you're looking at Gettysburg. Gettysburg has, so not only is there the ghost tour, it has 2 different like courts that you can go do go be a jury for. One of them being a witch and one being a pirate, and I love that.
I need to clarify something real quick. I can't fucking read fourscore,
Hell
not
yeah.
foursquare,
Sir,
which makes so much more
that's so
sense.
much more sense.
But the Foursquare Church is Foursquare, but Fourscore Beer Co.
There's also there's a
Look,
there's a tavern
The
in Williamsburg
Gaslight
that has
Inn?
the best
Damn,
food that I've ever had
babe,
in my
you
entire
really
life.
think we went to the Gaslight Inn? Who
told you
your
we went
friend
there?
said that?
oh yeah, they tell you so much good information.
No.
Guys, they are so the like one of the main things that got me on like the ghost thing
Yeah.
is not specifically like Gettysburg and like it specifically was like Savannah and like haunted cities,
Mhm.
but one thing that we have a lot of in like the Pennsylvania, New York, Ohio area is abandoned asylums and sanatoriums.
Really?
That's where like all of them
Yeah,
are.
no, we have
all of them are with
there's one in Philly.
they're like all the big like most like haunted quote unquote ones are within like 3-4 hours of where we live.
I knew
Or
we
where I
had
live, with Noah and I
a
live.
shit ton of like abandoned coal mines or active coal mines. But I didn't know that.
Not here. Those are like middle of the state.
Yeah, I mean Pennsylvania in general. This is a Pennsylvania Pride episode. I drink Yingling and Rolling Rock, and
I do like Yingling.
go birds.
I mean the one like
No,
the
I'll take
big
it.
one like Penhurst is the one in Philly, right? That's like the big one there.
Let me look it up. Give me 2 seconds.
I'm looking at
the one in Philly is Eastern State Penitentiary.
oh okay. Penhurst is also around Philly. I think it's east side of the state.
That sounds right. Eastern State is has a thing during Halloween where it turns into a haunted house. Like they make it a like whole thing where you're wandering through this fucking abandoned old ass jail and get spooked by a bunch of people. I've never gone.
Damn, that's actually like
No, it fucks.
that's like extra fucked because like it's like hella disrespectful to do that to like theoretically dead people.
They were criminals. It's fine.
Were they?
I don't think that's true.
That's the thing. Like,
I don't think that's
fine.
true.
Don't listen, it's
I
fine.
think that's the
It's
shittiest
fine.
take I've ever heard.
It's fine.
that's the biggest problem I
Dan
have
over here
with
at the
like
gaslight in, trying to gaslight us into thinking people in jail are all criminals all the time.
No, that's the thing. It's not a jail though, isn't it? An asylum, like a sanatorium, and like
I
when
think
they
it's
were
both, yeah.
big, it really was a lot of people who were genuinely not like doing anything wrong. A lot of times it was women who had just like spoken out in general. People who were like neurodivergent in different ways were sent there and then basically tortured.
Okay, so let me read just the opening thing here for the ESP. The Eastern State Penitentiary is a former American prison. It's for some reason I thought it was also a
See,
sanatorium.
it's a penitentiary.
It's just
so
a
yeah,
penitentiary.
You're right.
Yada yada. It's located in Fairmount. Whatever. It actually refined the revolutionary system of separate incarceration. First pioneered at the Walnut Street Jail. Yada yada, which emphasized principles of reform rather than punishment.
The #1 asylum in the United States for like tours and like ghost sightings and stuff is it's 2 hours and 59 minutes from where I'm at right now.
Damn, that's rad.
Rolling Hills Asylum.
Oh, I've heard of
Ohio.
Rolling Hills.
Yeah, it's apparently like a big one. Man, that's not that far.
Damn, that place
So
looks
far, I don't-
scary.
It looks
Can I
pretty
get
scary.
can I get a link in chat?
Just search Rolling Hills Asylum. I don't know, man.
Not what I asked
That's
for
sick.
though. So
Yeah, you can just go take like tours and stuff there.
damn,
That's kind of sick.
I can't believe they turned the asylum from phasmophobia into a real thing.
What is the opposite of saying this place fucks? Because it is the opposite.
Sucks, clearly. Wow, this is the spookiest. I love this.
You could just say this place fucks, but in like a different tone.
Fuck,
This place
parentheses
fucks.
derogatory.
This place fucks.
No, that's good sounding still.
No, this place fucks, and then like, oh, that place fucks.
No, the place
Oh,
fucks.
I do not like this place.
Oh, they do horror movie screenings.
I do like this place.
Go. That's so good.
I like
Here's
how
the thing,
there's a shitty
I've s-
broken organ, but then higher up in the photos list, there's a nice organ.
Damn, this place looks like it goes
What were
hard.
you saying, Dan?
Self-guided ghost hunt tonight. It started an hour ago.
Damn.
4-hour private quarantined hunt.
I'm sorry. I was gonna say I love me over here. Like, nah, this is great. I love this. You guys should do it. Also, me can physically not handle scary things.
Yeah, you'd shit your pants.
4-hour private.
I might literally die.
The idea of being able to pay to get locked in,
Yeah, dude.
you can get up to 10 people.
Weekend
6-hour captive.
private hunts, 8 hours, up to 15 people, $1,500.
To wander around and look for ghosts.
Holy shit.
That's like a more expensive. The 4-hour quarantine one is 500, and for an extra 350 you can make it 8 hours. So for 850 you can bring up to 10 people. That's less than $100 a person. Make it a full production.
Wow.
Yeah, but you can. Let's go to a ghost. Let's do that for Halloween. Could you just record an episode of the podcast inside of like one of the rooms?
Yeah, probably.
What's up, everyone? Welcome back to Off the Air. We're in an actual asylum right now where they used
Welcome
to put
back to
questionably
another-
crazy people.
Much another episode of Off the Air where I suggest an outlandish thing for us to do and then act as if it's gonna happen, only for it to get thrown by the wayside quickly thereafter.
Welcome to Off the Air, where Jackson says something that he doesn't think we would do in a million years, but me and Dan both go, yeah, okay, and do it.
No, I feel like I when I brought up the asylum thing, when I started actually looking at them, I was like, man, yeah. The only problem I have with like asylums as opposed to like a haunted like house or like city is just like I feel like the people who live there were just treated so poorly
Agreed.
that like to not make a spectacle of them is like important,
Yeah, I agree.
but also very difficult. And even going there in the first place is already arguably making a spectacle. It's also been like 150 years.
At what point is it no longer making a spectacle?
And it's like also it's been like done to death, and like I feel like there's definitely a way you can do it being like polite about the deceased.
Mhm.
Because I'm not necessarily worried about being respectful to like the quote unquote ghosts themselves,
Yeah, of course.
but like the actual people that died there.
Mm-hmm.
What about like a haunted boat? Hold up, give me a
I was gonna
second.
say, that's got to be a thing.
It's got to be a thing.
Are there haunted boats?
Nah, sure.
100%.
I don't think that you could like take it out on the water, but haunted boat tour. It looks more like a lot of these are just like boats where like you get on them and they take you down the river and they're like, here's like a place where people see apparitions. It doesn't look like it's actually like a boat that's haunted. Haunted Boat is the name of a movie that came out in 2005. Apparently no relation to Ghost Ship.
Apparently it sucks.
I'm not kidding. It's also unavailable to watch in the United States on Amazon Prime.
It's for free on Tubi.
Oh, hell yeah.
I'm watching it right now.
Haunted Boat. Let's see who we got in this movie.
All right. Is this?
Ooh, it's got Courtney Schwerman.
This could be an independent movie, I think.
What do you mean? What do you mean by that?
Because it has some film festival laurels on it, which I don't tend to see on anything that's not an independent release.
Let's see, it was directed by Olga Levens.
Mm-hmm.
It's got a 2.3 out of 10 on IMDb.
Yep.
Oof. It looks like it's just a yacht. That's the ghost boat.
Oh, hell yeah. I love a haunted yacht.
Oh,
it's
my God.
yaunted.
Yeah, no, it looks like it's not like a proper like huge boat. It looks like it's just like a yacht that can like just fit the 4 main people in the cast. Oh, there's like a dead guy.
There's
Someone
a lot of
threw up.
guys here. This is a big cast.
There's like someone with a bug and tweezers. This looks bad.
Okay,
but
but hear me out. What about the other Ghost Boat? Or what about Ghost Boat, a TV movie from 2006? It's about a British sub. I don't think it's a horror movie.
What about Forbidden Kiss, which was Olga Levens' final foray into cinematography? Gu Bao Wen. It's a Chinese movie.
Let's see. There's Death Ship, which is not Ghost Ship.
Wow, they really... There's a lot of like scary boat movies.
Shit, this is a Nazi boat ship? I'm sick of how many
No.
things are like, oh, let's make ghosts scarier and make them racist. I
mean, I won't lie to you. The only thing scarier than a ghost is a racist ghost.
I guess. Here's the summary, all right? A mysterious ghostly freighter rams and sinks a modern-day cruise ship whose survivors climb aboard the freighter and discover it's a World War II Nazi torture vessel. What?
Yikes.
It's a 4.8 out of 10. Oh, cool. Adolf Hitler is credited in this movie. Adolf Hitler as himself.
I mean, I'm assuming that just means
Archive
that they
footage.
played... archive footage, yeah.
Uncredited. What the fuck?
Damn.
I'm sorry. So, hear me out. I'm on a IMDb rabbit hole, as we all are.
Yes.
So, I started with Haunted Boat, right? And then I went to the director to see, like, has she ever done anything? And the only thing she's really been involved in is she was the writer and director of Haunted Boat in 2005.
Mm-hmm.
Right after that, she went on to make 2 more films, or be involved in 2 more films. She was the second unit director in Hangman of 2009, which again seems to be kind of like an ass indie horror movie with like a really low rating.
Yep.
And then she went on to be involved in the movie Forbidden Kiss in 2012, where she was in the casting department. Forbidden Kiss, as I mentioned earlier, is a looks like it's a Chinese film, and doesn't really star anyone super notable, but the lead actress is Xiaolu Li, and she is... So I clicked on her IMDb to see, like, is there anyone notable involved in this? Because, I've never heard of her before. She's in the movie 2009. The 2009 movie Push. In the 2009 movie Push, it starred, guess who?
Adolf Hitler.
Chris Evans and Dakota Fanning.
Huh.
What the hell?
Sorry, I just, got, kind of confused by that.
I'm a huge fan of how easy it is to find some connection to a really bad movie. I think it's always fun.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Because everyone takes a job that just exists to pad your wallet. You got bills to pay. Every actor does that. That's fine. But hey yo, that's funny.
I get it. No, I get you.
I clicked I only clicked 3 times to literally find Chris Evans.
The 3 degrees
and Dakota Fanning. And this was 2009, so I think Dakota Fanning was a bigger deal then.
Do you guys think that there's got to be an app or a program out there that'll scrub IMDb credits to do the however many degrees from whoever, right?
It's more fun to do it yourself, though.
Okay, well.
Yeah, I just didn't expect to find anything, but was just seeing if maybe I'd heard of anyone or anything they'd been in, and I haven't. But then I clicked on this Chris Evans guy, and let's see, what was he in?
Mm-hmm.
I haven't seen any of these.
Not a single one of them, I'm sure.
He was in wait, hold up, wait. I'm actually trying to see the last Chris Evans movie I saw. Wait, Scott Pilgrim versus the World. I saw that kinda. I saw like half of it.
Okay.
Okay, I did see Fantastic Four: Rise of the Silver Surfer. That is the most recent Chris Evans movie that I've watched in its entirety.
Really?
Really?
That can't be right.
There's no way that's right. That's what I'm saying. Gray Man, not aware of it. Lightyear, don't know him. I did watch Don't Look Up, but he's uncredited, so I don't even know if that's like.
I watched Knives Out, and that was really good.
Yeah, apparently he was in Don't Look Up, and I watched that,
Mm-hmm.
but again, uncredited, and I don't think he had like a. He might have just been like on a screen somewhere or like in an ad. That's weird. The Knives Out I'm aware of. I haven't seen the Avengers movies except for like half of Age of Ultron one time in a doctor's office.
I think it's really funny that Chris Evans was in two different.
I tried watching Snowpiercer.
2 different Marvel movies, and then just right in the middle is Snowpiercer, where he plays a really fucking weird character who's like a cannibal,
I really wanna...
and then it goes on, and here he just is.
See, Snowpiercer is one of those movies that like I feel like I would enjoy.
I think you would like Snowpiercer. Dan, have you seen Snowpiercer?
Yeah.
I have. Okay, so I have not seen it in its entirety. I know every beat of it though.
See, I started watching it. That's kind of how I am. I started watching it, and I just like for whatever reason didn't finish or wasn't really feeling it, or I was like with somebody and they left, and then I just never finished it.
Mm-hmm.
But it's been like spoiled for me, so like I know like what happens, but yeah, I haven't seen it. I never watched all of Scott Pilgrim either.
Scott Pilgrim's fun.
Yeah, I feel like the only time I remember seeing it was like at a friend's house. I was there for like a birthday party and like everyone was watching it, but I wasn't there for like the whole movie and I wasn't really paying attention. But I feel like that's a movie I wouldn't have any problem with.
Mm-hmm.
Battle for Terra. That sounds familiar. Oh my god, what is this? What the fuck is this?
I don't think I know Battle for Terra.
I thought I didn't. I'm looking at it right now. I know that. I know it, but it doesn't seem real. But I remember this. It's like a movie that's basically an alien invasion movie, but humans are the alien invaders.
Oh,
that's super weird. I remember this. I never watched it, but I remember seeing like ads for it.
Oh, this is ugly.
Yeah. What the fuck? So yeah, anyway, the most recent that doesn't seem right. But I guess the most recent Chris Evans movie I've seen is Fantastic Four: Rise of the Silver Surfer.
That's a choice of a movie.
Not Battle for Terra?
I mean I was like 9. I got it on DVD for Christmas.
I do love the Fantastic Four movies. They're very bad.
It was like
my
15
love for
years
Flushed
ago.
Away.
Is that true? There's no way. I feel like I've seen him. I guess he's just on posters everywhere and like interviews and stuff. Have I really? That's weird.
That is honestly, that's wild. I can't believe it.
I'm looking through it and I haven't. Huh. That doesn't seem right. Because I have seen a few Marvel movies, but none of the ones he's in, I guess.
That's kind of funny.
Yeah, I mean, I saw like Eternals and Shang-Chi, and he's not even in those, I guess. Saw Iron Man 2. That's really weird. But anyway, Haunted Boat.
Haunted Boat.
Can't go on tours, but it was a movie that is not that far removed from Chris Evans.
What was that? 3 steps that it took?
Yeah.
Fantastic. Hey,
that's crazy.
I think it's round about time for us to wrap up now. Does anyone have a good ending for us today other than we got to get ourselves on a haunted boat?
But not the movie.
No, not the movie.
Okay, just checking. I got no ending. I just, I want to, I want to be let's do a ghost podcast.
Dan, you gotta,
one day, not today.
Huh?
Okay.
Okay. Yes.